everyone doing out there in the world? I actually, I haven't been up here. Time goes by pretty fast. I haven't been on YouTube to update everybody. However, I wanted to go ahead and make this video just to update. There's been a lot going on. I've been trying to catch some YouTube, in the process of handling a lot of work. So let us let a few people log on here. There was a video there was actually 3 videos that were put out by Juliet Ryan and Blacksit. There was 3 videos that were put out last week, and I wanted to go ahead and address that. But like I said, it's quite a bit that's going on that need to be addressed. But I think the good thing is a lot of people are seeing what's going on for themselves. We have Kiki from Nigeria. She did a video about the whole robbery drama and, how, I was blamed. I mean, over the past week, I've been blamed on breaking into a house, stealing a 1992 laptop and a $15 hard drive. Juliet said I stole an old pair of Timberlands or some type of work construction boots that she wore, or some sneakers or something like that, and some dumbbells, and then in the database, how could you steal something that you had possession of from day one because you actually made it? That's almost an impossibility. But I wanted to address some things, and I've been watching a few videos by YouTubers, and we have to. Could you hit that light for me, Rick? Hey, son. My son just walked by. Yeah, turn the light on. We have to look at over the past year. The movement. It's just been horrible. It's been horrible due to the activities of people who are in the movement on YouTube, promoting Pan-Africanism and displaying some of the worst character traits that we see in our culture. The bag, hey, the bag making noise. Yeah, in the background. The bag was making noise. Okay, so there's a lot to cover. Over the past year, everyone has an opportunity to see for themselves. Everyone had an opportunity to see for himself all of the events unfold. Peace. How are you, brother? If anybody have any questions, I can answer some of the questions. The drama began last year with a bunch of wild accusations, about me and my business dealings, and me and my former business partner. And as I've always have stated, was a part of a drama amongst, Blacksit, Art Kathy, myself, other YouTubers here that are basically in the market to make money. And it's all about, competition and, clout chasing. And we really put shame on the movement and our role here. So since last year, there's a lot of things that have taken place. And okay, somebody trying to call in. I don't know how to stop calls from coming in, but if someone help me with that, I'll greatly appreciate it. So, however, you had many people looking to come over. Me and my former business partner were able to demonstrate that we were able to create systems and processes that funneled, we had hundreds and hundreds of people, over 550 people that were coming, through the marketing that we were doing. Now, all these people, as they were watching, these were people who actually made the commitment to become members of what we're doing. That means we collected data from them, first, last name, email address, telephone number, all the pertinent information. They gave details about their role and what they wanted to do here, or a system that I put together. All right. I did that with Blacksit. Right, Mansa Musa. I thought you were a genuine brother until I saw your comment. I don't know what you mean about you saw that comment. What do you mean, brother? That's a good. I know that brother. He's a good friend of mine. So you might have misread my comment if it was something that you. But I don't know what you're talking about. You have to put it in the thread and I can respond to that. However, you know, as far as our role and what we're supposed to be doing here, that has not happened. Many people were hurt by the shenanigans of last year. Many people were hurt. And, YouTube is really not a place for the growth of any economic, community or Pan-African movement. All right, Mansa Musa, we're on a whole nother subject now. You can send me an email at kwesiboyd@yahoo.com. And, I haven't been following closely, but, however, I know him. I've known him for about 4 years. Me, myself, I've come on under heavy criticism from people who don't know me. You know what I mean? Like I said, I know this brother. I have not seen any details of anything that he has done, so I can't speak on that. However, I'm speaking on a whole nother topic right now. Okay, so anyway, with everything that took place last year and involving major YouTubers, there was only a small group of YouTubers that came out, the Exodus Alliance, brother RJ, brother Fode in Sierra Leone, and Sister Yah, and in addition to several other people who were in the background who came to the call of the community. They wanted to see what was taking place. You understand? There's many people who have been on the ground here working hard and dedicating themselves for years to make it easier for brothers and sisters like yourself to make the transition to come over here to Africa. I myself being one of them. I came over, 7 years ago. I got on that plane by myself. I wanted to see if it was what they were saying it was. And I had to come through all of the challenges, and I was able to set myself up here very well, as most can see, so that you can come. But there's many others who have laid that foundation. When they saw that drama happening, they wanted to come in and get to the bottom of what was taking place. I, from day one, have always been transparent. I never did anything underhanded. I never used lies, trickery, deceit. You guys haven't seen anyone behind me, supporting me in that type of way outside of the Exodus Alliance. However, you see groups of individuals that have come together to try to defame and to slander my name. And for a large part, they've not only destroyed opportunity for myself and my Gambian family here, but other brothers and sisters from the U.S. who have taken their money and put it up when they saw that it was a real opportunity. All right, they saw it was a real opportunity, in which it was, in which it is, still is, and they put their money up. People who wanted to come over here, and YouTube, the main YouTuber, as I've always stated, Juliet Ryan, she's only letting herself be seen today. All of a sudden now, she got Shantae and Phoenix, on Blacksit, to try to. It was just a weird and creepy video. And it kind of sitting up there like just under the spell that Juliet has. But I'm not even going to go into that situation. Everybody, it's just to a point of a high level of ridiculousness now. You understand what I'm saying? There was a concerted attack against our business here. Me and my former business partner and a group of people that invested over here. There's no way that, we're coming over here, and finally being able to support one another and work together and come over here, and then we're being attacked by people from UK, people from the US being attacked from people who from the UK that have networks here. just because they don't like people from the U.S. or they just, and you guys heard the audio. I had that audio. I didn't put it out there. I know the brother, and he's a good brother. That audio, he called me about 2 months ago, and he was just completely disturbed about this audio. And he was, before he even told me about the audio, he called me about maybe 5 times, and he just started speaking to me, and he said, hey, bro, boom, 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 I know it's a lot going on over there, yada, yada, yada. And then after the 5th call, he said, hey, I got this audio of Juliet talking about Black Americans and things like that, and how you are responsible for all the chaos and the drama and everything that's taking place in the Gambia. And I already knew that she had just a negative. It don't even matter who you are. You know what I mean? She just, just like that. She has a problem with everybody who's not completely under her spell. However, this audio was existing, and he said, I'm gonna send you over this audio. And I was like, okay, send it over to me so I can listen to it. Ain't nothing that I haven't heard or that I don't already know she say, because I know her character. So he sent me over the video, and I'm listening to the video, the audio. Well, actually, I didn't even listen to it until I was somewhere one day, and somebody said, hey, you heard the audio that was posted on YouTube with Juliet? And I was like, hey, what audio exposing Juliet? It sounded like it might be the same one from the guy. So I end up talking to him. And, like I said, he's a good brother, man. And it was just eating him up. He wanted this, in a way, he wanted this video to get out there, I would say. I mean, he definitely gave it to me, but he had to have a high level of trust in me not to take it and leak it. But he gave it to me. I wasn't in a rush to listen to it, because there's already things that's unfolding. People are getting to see more and more and more of the character and the manipulation of individuals here against myself as a brother being here, and I have Gambian families here. You understand what I'm saying? We don't have respect for ourselves, nor do we have respect for one another. And we're bringing that over here in someone else's backyard. This is something disturbed me about that audio. Juliet said that there's people who have brought in to buying land with all of these high expectations. And she was like, well, it's not my fault if you buy land and you cannot, build on your land, or you have, so forth and so on. Now, last year, my recommendation last year was that we get land together. We had 34 people who had pledged money to do a land project. Okay, so let's say if you only had 10,000, but you wanted to get a house 80,000, right? But you have a fixed income, or you'll have income coming in, but you don't have all of that money up front. So we get everybody together, see how much money that we have for a deposit. But then we'll go to a bank and say, okay, we want to get financing. It's a group of us. We want to we go to a bank or a developer and say, okay, we have 30% on this total amount. We have 40% on this total land development budget. We need you to put up all the money, and we're going to guarantee you, that we at least have 40 people right now. So it might just be 40 homes. It might be something that's a little broader to leave some space for other people, but we're doing it together. All right? One person's not controlling. I'm not even going to say one person controlling everything, because if a person has a for-profit business and they're selling land, they have they're not obligated to help you make the right decisions financially. They're not, they don't have the responsibility, to make sure that their people are guided in the right way. They don't have that responsibility. They're not accountable for what happens after they sell you that land, your future security here, as well as future opportunity. Because if you can't get your feet on the ground, you're not going to have opportunity. So anybody would, if we're going into a whole country together, right? We should be going in as a group and buying the land as a group. Whether it's 10 of us or 20 of us, we can form small groups, we can form big groups. You understand? That's what you don't hear all of these jokers up there on YouTube talking about. They're just up there keeping up with all type of gossip. I don't know who sits around. You can't be doing anything if you're sitting around like Negro peeing and posting about everything that's happening on YouTube. And all those that are like him, making up stuff and not confirming anything, but we can't expect them to be accountable. Unfortunately, YouTube has become a wonderful tool in many regards, but at the same time, it's a place of gossip and fabrication and lies, and a place where many of us are being fed wrong information, and that's why I'm making myself more available to give up some of the real information on what's taking place. So as far as, as far as this whole situation with, being detained and all of that for, basically, I was supposed to told her one thing, but I did another. Not that, the money was misappropriated or the money was stolen, because all the facts show that money was spent where it's supposed to go. But the idea of the charge is that I told her that I'm going to put the money in one particular project as opposed to a phased approach. All right. However, the contract clearly states contrary to what she's talking about. And this whole situation with the police department, when I was there, I told you all, I ain't sit up here and lie to y'all about nothing, because I don't have to lie. All I have to do is just sit back and just watch them make fools of themselves. Let everybody figure it out for themselves. Give you what I can give you, because I'm busy. I'm not up here on YouTube all the time. However, people are seeing more and more of the truth. The video that, the 3-part video that they did, honestly, I didn't even watch it, to tell you the truth. I did not watch the video. I just, I actually watched Negro peeing. I mean, I wanted to get a snapshot of what's going on, so I went and I watched him, because it was a lot of talking up there, and I get, anybody, Juliet in small doses may be okay, but too much of that, it's just irritating, so, however, I did see some wild accusations, just ridiculous stuff about some, and, stealing some sneakers and some dumbbells, and, of course, the database situation, but like I said, it's all been a beef from when I left Blacksit to work with Art Cathy. Me and Art Cathy started making it pop, and like I said, it's all fair game. It's enough for everybody. You don't have to be hating, but our people, how we are. We're going to hate on each other, you know what I'm saying? I could be way somewhere else doing something, minding my business, but you got people just talking about you, and, you did this, you did that, and you trying to help them. And, and then it's just it's so ugly, man. It's so ugly. However, the whole the Kiki from Nigeria made a video, and she was saying basically, I was also accused of breaking in to Shantae's house. I was accused of breaking into her house. And Kiki from Nigeria was saying, out of all the petty crooks and stuff there, you want to continue to try to drag this brother name through the mud. You want to continue to try to drag this brother name through the mud. This is the second time. The second time. I'm way over here in Africa, and I have to deal with, the authorities, not because of Gambian brothers and sisters, not because a Chinese man is trying to defame me, not because the Lebanese man is trying to defame me, libel me. It's because sisters from the U.S. and a sister from the U.K. conspired together from day one to cause the most drama on social media about me in the most ugliest way, in the most ugliest fashion. Regardless to what problem you have with someone else, that does not justify you going out into the public and saying complete, absolute lies about someone and not caring that they're lies. Just, our healthcare professionals, we need you to step up. We need you guys to step up. We have responsibility, If you don't step up in this situation, make some videos that can help our people heal. We need intervention. These sisters need intervention. If I got something wrong with me, help me out. I'm humble enough to say I can accept help when help is needed. It's a lot going on in Gambia, and I'm telling you, we don't want to be caught over here with our pants down. People, it's a lot of corruption over here. It's a lot of corruption. Just dealing with trying to get real estate, trying to get property, trying to get land. Even myself, man, I deal with it. I don't put everything on YouTube. I have things stolen from me, but I don't go and I don't put it on YouTube, because we don't want to, it's petty theft. You know what I mean? It's just like how it used to be back in the 70s when people didn't have guns to stick you up. They're gonna steal something, break something, take something, and things like that. We are seeing, higher levels now, people from the U.S. that's coming over here. What I've seen is if you come over here and you've never been over here before and you come over here with the drama, that means you're going to attract people that are from here that's with the drama. All right? Even if you came over here and said, hey, I'm just going to, take my time and do what I need to do, you're still going to have to deal with, people that are going to get over on you in different type of situations, especially when you're looking for housing and real estate and these agents and all of that stuff. It's crazy. They do the stuff that you be like, why did you do that? It's like it was unnecessary for you to do that. But you have to deal with those type of things here. So I've been able, to avoid a lot of the drama. A lot of it. There's a lot of beef in the background here. People, when they get robbed and stuff, that's not random stuff. You understand what I'm saying? That's not random stuff. It's usually people that's around you and you have something going on. You don't even have to have anything going on with them. They just see something they can take. Right. All parties should abandon social media and resolve it in court. That's what we should do. But you have people like Neuropean and others like him that are going to get on social media. So I just want to give just a little fair assessment, a balance, or at least let people see me without getting all of the false information about, the situation that was taking place. The 3 videos that was done only establishes what I've been saying before, that Juliet, they gave them the green light to go onto YouTube and to lie and to slander my name last year. Adrian, I told you, I know you, I know. I know you gave him the green light. I know you guys supported him. I got proof, man. Instead of doing that video, you could have called and reached out to me. Hey, bro, we need to go ahead and resolve this for the betterment of the movement. We need to go ahead and sit down and talk. We need to go ahead and resolve this situation. We don't need to continue to go, forward on YouTube. We don't need to they was working behind my back when I was detained and brought into Banjul. I heard one of the senior officers there said, "Hey, Juliet is on her way down here to bring some evidence." And like I said, what is she doing involved in my personal issue with somebody? Of course, I went on YouTube, I said some things, you know what I mean? So, it's a little situation. Last year, YouTube war started. There was a video that Watermire was doing a live, and Juliet went on a live, and it was a rant, doing a rant about art. And I think a day or two later, Art had came back with a video. And I can remember I'm saying, damn, it's about to, it's about to be YouTube wars here. And the first shots were fired last year. But however, what we were able to do we were able to calm the situation. We were able to calm the situation by forming a truce. My son just walked by. We formed a truce right here on this balcony. Me, Adrian, and the business manager, and we sat down. I started, at that time, I wasn't even in the mindset to go on to YouTube or anywhere saying anything about anybody. You know what I mean? I just wasn't in that space at that time. I was behind the scene, I was working, and if I was up there, I was doing some work or talking about, doing some work. Mostly that's what you all have seen. So I made a post last year that Juliet was a compulsive liar. You understand what I'm saying? I made that post last year. Many of you all seen that. Now, many of y'all see everything. It's nothing I'm saying that is slandering her. And this is all the truth that's in the public. Many other people have came out and spoke about this lady and her character. I mean, if you just look at her, most people will be able to see that she's someone who is not firing on all cylinders, like a European said, and doesn't represent us. It does not represent the true movement. Not doing what they did last year to work and conspire to bring this level of negative to the movement against a brother that did nothing but support blacks in the movement, and the brothers and sisters that were looking to come over here with integrity. With integrity. So as the as the drama continues to unfold and we approach the going to court, it's going to be, right now, they're looking at the situation from a criminal standpoint. And, I have my lawyer, like I said, I just have too much information. It's a class action, not a class action lawsuit. It's a civil case. All right, because the contract that we signed actually gives stipulates the terms of the agreement. So, it's been a lot of people in the background, they presented to the law enforcement authorities a fabricated report that was done last year, a fabricated report that was even shared by the individual who was responsible for the report. It was a conflict of interest from the start. You understand, with that report, and there was a lot of manipulation and coercion with that report, and the report couldn't even be done because a lot of false information was fed to them by the accuser. It was just a messy situation, and it shouldn't have been played. It shouldn't have played out in the public domain from day one. And I wasn't the one that brought it there. It was apparent, the ones that brought it there. And then you had, these YouTubers. They don't have any integrity. They're just trying to ride the wave of the latest drama. So there's no accountability in our community. I mean, we're promoting a movement that represents a high level of integrity or self-worth. It represents us reestablishing our identity. You understand what I mean? Which comes with a lot of other values that our community is just not. Hold on, what's this? Let's see. KB, AQ, actually all got game. I advise folks to avoid all of them. Abu Bakr, you should have asked the intelligent question. You didn't even ask a question, so I just had to let you go about yourself. We this is I'm speaking to people that actually have some sense here. Not people up there that's trying to prove a point or looking to gain some type of glory out of trying to defend something, and they probably can't even pay their immediate expenses. However, so as we continue to get to the end of this drama, and like I said, if you guys look at the drama, you know, people getting robbed, people breaking into your house in the middle of the night, that's very dangerous. You understand what I'm saying? So I heard that it was her guard or somebody that she was with. It definitely wasn't me. So a guard or somebody that she was with. So that actually broke in. But I hope she could figure out. I hope they get some help. I know that I'm being very cautious on how I move and who I deal with. And anybody that's over here, I advise you the same thing. Most people are staying to themselves. It's unfortunate that we can't come together. I think a lot of things are clearing up, though. Now that all of this truth is coming out, all of these recordings, you have Black Acres, coming out against Blacks. You have their old buddy, the Negro PN. You have a bunch of other YouTubers that's out there that's creating content that's exposing the situation when at one time they were promoting it themselves. You have a lot of turncoats. They were going with it for a second. A lot of people were believed that these ladies were some type of saviors. And that they were gonna come over and they were exposing them. All the corruption and everything that was going on over here. And everybody, it's crazy because everyone that came and was a part of so-called exposing, me and my former business partner, they have been involved in scams where they've actually taken people money. You know what I mean? And everybody, every single person, that had came out or that was on YouTube that was promoting Gambia, because they don't know how to make legitimate money. They don't know how to make legitimate systems. So all they're doing is, you know, and if they can get a few dollars, they're gonna try to get it and spend it up. Okay, yeah. So as the drama can magnitude, I don't think you guys will see anything I mean, the movement was damaged so much, man. So many people that were just, straddling the fence that wanted to come over, and seeing that drama. They was like, hey, I might as well stay in America for this, and it is what it is. If you make it over here, and it's great over here. It's great, over here. But everybody got different mentality. I saw a girl make a post. She was like, yo, the poverty that's over there, I can't do it. I had to come back to America. You, you know, I've seen all of America. You know, I don't, I, your own textile company. So some people like, don't need to be over here. Some people don't need to come over here. You got too many good people for out there that's watching, that's not all over social media with their opinions, but they're sitting back watching. And you're gonna come and place your dirty hands on this clean movement. That's crazy. But that's just something. It's a war. It's a spiritual war. And I'm listening to Juliet talking about righteous against the unrighteous. Man, I know I'm not a bad person, but you never hear me claiming, playing, you know, being over righteous. They were talking about prayer warriors and everything. I was like, damn. It's a little warm on this evening here in the Gambia. Yeah, today, man, I'm very happy. I'm happy today. I'm happy that the truth has been exposed. Last year, this time, Juliet couldn't do any wrong, you know, but you can't do the level of negative that she was doing in the background and expect anything else to come out. Anything, and I seen it from day one. I was like, oh my goodness. All right, thank you, Mr. Cool. Thank you, sir. Mr. Cool, doing it a new way, my friend. Please give love. If you are just, it will be revealed. I just let everything be revealed. Use wisdom. Yeah, wisdom. Since you want to throw that there, wisdom is the manifestation of knowledge. So as we get more knowledge of a situation, then we're able to, okay, now we need able to see that knowledge for what it is. We see that it manifests itself. So last year they put a lot of trick knowledge out of there, a lot of false knowledge, right? But as time went, we saw the character of the people that were involved. Okay, these people are people of low character, low integrity. They're not doing anything. In fact, they're just begging, give me, give me, give me, give me, give me. They're takers. But the level of what they did was on a criminal level. It was on a criminal level. This is high crimes that were committed against the movement. High crimes for people to go in front of this movement, this huge repatriation movement. Of people returning, the spirit of the ancestors, all of that being pimped. And it's largely because of our commercialization and our thinking. So when we see people and they look like they're legitimate, we use they talk a good game, so we buy into that. But I mean, a lot of people we're wise. It don't. I already knew. I was like, when people come from the U.S., when they come over here and see her, I mean, the type of stuff that is done is like, it's so outdated. Just like the pettiness, it's like, on the level of elementary school mentality, coming from people that are in their early 50s, mid 50s, 60s. It's ridiculous. Right. So those 3 videos, like I said, I didn't even look at the videos because I really just didn't have time. I just got a little snippet on it, but I got a bunch of shoes. I don't gotta steal nobody's shoes. Yeah, at that time, I was not working out. I wasn't stealing nobody dumbbells to do no working out. I've been working out lately, but I wasn't working out at that time to be stealing nobody dumbbells. you know. So all of this ridiculousness around, like anybody, I'll show you how I get down. I already showed you my business systems. If you go do my website and you go do my YouTube channel, you'll see some of the earlier videos of me working in a business environment. You can see some writing on my wall here. I got some other writing around here, but this is, this is how I live. I'm the last one to go to sleep and the first one to get up in the morning at my house. It's an economic war, man, and I'm just telling you, whoo, we have to be very, very wise. We have to be very, very, aware. You know what I mean? So get together, form groups. You can hit me up, kwesiboyd at yahoo.com. I'll answer any questions that you all have, in terms of, coming over and repatriating and, you know what to look out for. If you don't, let me help you. All right. This is what you want to look out for. You want to look out for people that are lip professing, that are talking about they're doing things, but they're not actually doing anything. I think that's the first sign. If you see someone and they're self-promoting, those are one of the things to look at. Most people aren't doing anything here. Most repats, they're not really doing much of anything. We need to be doing something. So, however, the ones that have you know, the mentality to make that happen, those people will gravitate towards one another. The people who speak the same language. They said birds of the same feather flock together. So my people that have reached out to me, that's been talking to me, that's been communicating with me, through all this drama, and the new people that have communicated with me, it's time to, come together and, work to actually lay a foundation so we won't have to return. So no one's here by themselves without assistance, without support, without a blueprint for success. So that's all I have for this evening. I will come back with another video in the next few days. I don't want to sound like everybody else, but like, share, and subscribe. And it helps with the YouTube algorithm. And I will keep coming with information just to, inform you as to the truth of what's taking place. These YouTubers out there, Negro P, and I have to mention his name because he's been the main one. Up there, he has an oversight company. And he wants everyone to believe in him. And he goes up there and tells the ministers here to, watch out for Juliet Ryan because, she's this horrible person and liar, right? Him and Juliet are buddies. Him and Juliet are absolute buddies. So you want to watch out for people like that use their platform and aren't really building anything. There's a few brothers out there, Afridamus, what's up, RE Empire, Brother Foday, Sister Brother RJ. It's horrible how these people try to bring all of these good people name down. They don't want anybody to stand up for right. It was horrible last year. So many phone calls were being made, to try to, hey, speak badly of me. You understand what I'm saying? With people that I helped. This lady got up there talking about, people from the U.S., people from the U.S. responsible. She talking about Art Kathy, myself. I'm such a horrible person. But she's an angel, though. God's on her side. God is with her. Hey, Miss Jackson. How you doing?